Hey yo, welcome back to my channel where I'm on a journey to achieve my financial goals and hopefully motivating you to achieve yours as well. So today we're just going to be looking at our net worth for the month of December 2021. As you all know, we like to look at our net worth here just because your net worth shows you exactly how much wealth you have, and you find your net worth by taking your total assets and subtracting your total debts from it, and that's how much wealth you have. I know a lot of times people only look at their debt when they're trying to track their wealth progress, but that doesn't show your full financial standing, and it doesn't show you how much wealth you have. And even if someone was to actually pay off all of their debt, but if they haven't established any assets, they still wouldn't have any wealth. So that's why it's very important to consider how much assets you have when tracking your wealth, because assets are required in order to have wealth. All right, so since we just talked about how important assets are, let's go ahead and look at these numbers, and we're going to start off with assets. So first off with our car number one. So as you all know, that car was totaled a couple months ago, and we've just been waiting for the insurance payout for that vehicle. And so we finally received that insurance payout. And this here is why cars are assets, because they do have a monetary value. Like, you could sell your car and get money for it. You could trade in your car and you would be able to get a credit for it, like a monetary credit for it on the trade-in. And like this, we just totaled our car and now we're getting money for it because of our insurance and because the car does have a value. So that's why it's important to include that as an asset. But yeah, so now the value of the car has been put to $0 because now we don't have that car anymore and we've been paid out for it. Our SUV, so that went up in value by about $50. Our car number two, which is a vehicle that I purchased for one of my siblings and they're just paying me back for it, that did not change in balance. They didn't make a payment this month. Our new car, the value of that went up by about $250. And then our savings and retirement, that did go up by about $8,000 this month. And that's, of course, because we received a check for a little over $8,000 for the payout from the insurance. So our house went up in value by about $6,000 this month. Our rental property went up in value by about $2,100 this month. And so our total assets have increased by $8,925. So one thing that's going to be affecting our numbers this month is that my husband did quit his job a couple weeks ago. So of course that's going to be a difference there as far as how much income we would have or how much money we were able to save. Our debts, of course, our student loans did not change in balance. We didn't make a payment. Our mortgage, which is on our primary residence, that went down by $820 this month. I made two payments to it this month because of the holiday. So we did a payment at the beginning of the month, and then we did one yesterday for the end of the month, which was January's payment. The rental property mortgage, that went down in balance by $420. We made one payment to that, which was the first payment that was due in January. So altogether, our net worth did increase by $10,165 this month. And if you look here, most of it just came from these houses increasing in value by about $8,000. So for our financial independence update. So because financial independence is defined as just establishing enough income from your investments to cover your living expenses, then that's how we track our financial independence progress. And so, of course, the income that you would receive from your investments would be your passive income. So if we were to actually quit our jobs right now and put all of our savings into the market, then we would have about $355 coming in each month, and that's a $67 difference than what it was last month. And then also with the potential rental income, like I said, I did speak with the property manager broker with the rental, and so we are expecting to receive about $17.95 per month on this rental property. But I have not rented out the rental property yet because I've been working on signing all the paperwork for the property management, and it's a lot. It's just a lot. So hopefully within the next month or so we can go ahead and get that rented out. But once we do rent it out, then our passive income will be about $2,150. All right, so for our expenses, so for December, our regular living expenses are a little over $3,000 each month. And then now we have this rental mortgage. So I finally got the final numbers for it. And so last month I had $1,128 there, but the rental mortgage payment is going to be about $1,129. So that is $1 more than what I had said. So I updated that. So for the percentages of it, so once we actually rent out this rental property in the next month or so, then our passive income would cover almost half of our living expenses. So what that means is if we were to quit our jobs right now, then half of our living expenses would still be paid. So we did make a little progress this month, which is about 1.6%. And of course, this progress here is because we did have an asset that kind of liquidated when we actually had the insurance payout from the car to actually put into our savings and retirement. So now that's a little more liquid. So those are our numbers for the month of December 2021. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.